What up, world? It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live. Making some vegan mac and cheese right now. Vegan mac and cheese. Yeah, yeah. It's just that Daya vegan mac and cheese from Whole Foods. You know, yeah, it's letting it roast up. I'll be silly with some of these vegan things, but hey, if you vegan, you might as well experiment with a whole bunch of new stuff. Like, look, I have this. This is the vegan mac and cheese right here. I got that. Hold on. Vegan mac and cheese, white cheddar. There you go. Dairy free, lactose, dairy free. Got some little vegetables in there. Plant based source. So there we go. The vegan mac and cheese. Vegan mac and cheese. Vegan mac and cheese. Yeah, vegan natural flavors. Pea protein. So they got some iron, vitamin C, calcium. Yep. So there we go. I don't always eat like little silly things, little things like that all the time, but I'm mixing it up. I'm plant based, vegan, raw food, whatever you want to call it. Like I'm all that in one. Some people just say, "Oh my God, I can only be a raw foodist. If it's vegan mac and cheese, I'm not eating it. Or if it's pasteurized juice, I'm not eating it." Nah, I'm just embracing health. That's it. Health and wellness. And for me at this moment, honestly, it's just by continuing a life without eating any type of animal product at all. So like vegan food, of course, I'm gonna mix it up and have some vegan mac and cheese every now and then. Or this too. I have that same brand, Daya. They got some good pizza too. Roasted mushroom or mushroom and roasted garlic. Dairy free, vegan stuff. So get these from Whole Foods. Those are cool ideas. One more thing. I know I'm silly. Like I'm over here looking at the recyclable material. But it's the truth. This is the proof. This is the aftermath, Love it. But here's another thing I saw at Whole Foods. It's called veggie fries. So like they're fries, veggie fries. And it has cauliflower, chickpeas, red peppers, and potatoes. So like I had these already obviously and you know, it just tasted good to be honest. It was just a good selection than just ordinary French fries, potatoes. I mean, I've made fries out of sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. Of course, we all know a lot of us love a lot of us love getting fries from fast food and stuff like that. But you know, anyways, I just saw that at Whole Foods and I was like, wow, that's cool. That one and the sweet potato fries are pretty dope. So that's that. But as we finish cooking this vegan mac and cheese right here, I'm gonna let it sit a little bit, not that long. You don't have to let it be that long. But just had to do honestly a video. My mentor Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, he's talking about choose people who choose you. That big message, and then stop trying hard for people who don't care. This and that, and like it's very true. You know what I mean? I've learned the hard way throughout relationships. Where the other, where the woman just is gone. They run away. They don't care. They want to put on a facade and act. All this childish game stuff. When I'm not even doing that. I'm not even over here saying, "Oh, ha ha ha, I'm gonna replace you. I'm gonna go and sleep around with all these people." Nah, I have enough respect and class and self worth within myself to not settle and play around like that. So I've been making peace with it. It's out of my control. You know what I'm saying? It's insanity to try to force and beg somebody to be in your life. They don't even want to be there. And honestly, sometimes I'm embarrassed for having to have done so because to be real true love is natural flow. Like you, why on earth for something as real and something as deep and intimate as love? Why on earth would that even come into our mind that we have to beg or we have to force or we have to chase and just do all this unnecessary stuff and feel like an energy incompatibility, energy blockages, something going on, you know, and it's already gone out of my life for all the years I've ever lived. Well, the 23 years, up to this day, you know, from especially the first 20 years of my life before I was a vegan, and then even this two over 2 years of being a vegan, I still learned a whole lot of massive, massive lessons of stressing myself out to the point of just exhaustion, to the point of like points I've never even been mentally. Point there's some mental points, there's some emotional points, there's even some physical points that I've experienced throughout my life that some people may never, ever, 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 ever be able to grasp or understand or comprehend, you know. But honestly, I instead of me like just ruminating on it, complaining over and over again, staying stuck on it, holding a grudge, you know, I've learned just to be at peace. Cause you know why? How come I meet some dope people, without force? You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're on the phone for hours. I'm talking about people I barely met women. I barely even met. We on the phone for hours, hours, late, not even sleeping. I'm talking about all night. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. You know, this is some deep stuff for real. Like, it's honestly probably tied into our past life, to be real with y'all. Even one of them mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that doesn't just happen, to be real, And I credit going vegan to help me to surrender to this and see what's going on, because how many of us are going to jobs, going to school, going to class, going wherever, out into the world, and it's a massive amount of random strangers that you probably will never see again and probably won't even talk to, or they won't even talk to you. And if you do, it's probably forced, and they probably are trying to sell you something from like a bank, or try to get you to donate money for like some silly fundraiser stuff, or like just working and don't even care, or shopping and they don't even care, and that's okay. It's not even personal. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, we don't have to be entitled for people just to love us and give us hugs and stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that. But then, especially some of y'all who have been on this vegan voyage, how many of y'all have like captured some people that really connect with you? Like, I've met and connected with a good handful or so of people in a combination of real life and through social media with this whole vegan plant-based voyage. And I don't know, deep, to be honest. Like, you're seeing a lot of depths of a lot of stuff. Life is very deep and dynamic, but I will say that, you know, the few connections I do have that really have a lot of substance and a lot of depth, and I'm on the phone for hours, it feels like a dream. You know what I'm saying? It feels like a dream. Like, who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought? For so many years, we're taught to hate ourselves. For so many years, all this stuff has been told to us, and it's been weighing heavy on us. And then finally, when we start taking care of ourselves and getting to the truth, then it's like the right people vibe with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to like be people pleasers. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us have done that for so long, and it's like, it's not even worth it, to be real. It's like, why change for someone else? Like, there's no perfect way to drink a bottle of water or drink water, like alkaline water or whatever. You just drink it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about life. Like, not everybody is that simple. Some people literally will have the audacity to critique you on how to drink your glass of water, how to drink your bottle of water, And shout out to everybody that can resonate and understand what I'm saying with that whole message, because sometimes a lot of us have been through a lot, and thank God it's on the come up, the calm down in a way, for real, Relationship, I know I'm worthy of like the best, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm worthy of the best. I know I'm worthy for whatever love arrangement with, whoever she is, you know. and whatever support I have, amongst the people, I'm worthy to be the priority, the main dish, the only dish, the whole food selection is me. I'm the main and top priority. That's me, you know. And that's what I'm encouraging other people who may be going through a spiritual voyage, initial phases and whatnot, like to have that mentality in your head, not in the sense that, the world revolves around you, but like in the sense that you're not settling for people who don't even look at you. Like when I say don't even look at you, like the connection's off. Y'all not really looking at each other, giving your eye contact. The pace and isn't slowed down to where y'all both are breathing and able just to allow one another to speak, and where y'all are truly listening to each other. Keyword: truly listening to each other, not interrupting, not arguing back, not so quick to react and just regurgitate something else back, but actually listening with intimacy, with depth, with love, with compassion. You know what I'm saying? And what I've noticed is honestly, a lot of older women have these traits, and maybe that's because they've matured or whatever. But I'm not discriminating against nobody, because guess what? I'm a young man, and women can probably say the same thing about guys. They can probably say the same thing about older men or whatever. But whatever, we all have something to offer and bring to the table. Doesn't mean we have to go against each other, But even if they're not even older, but just in general, I've just been very mindful of the energies. I'm very sensitive. Like my heart is very sensitive for so much, and honestly, it's probably a blessing because it saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of time, especially when you go vegan. You're like, wow, there ain't no going back. There is no going back, to that old life of not being a vegan, and even for correcting some of our lessons that we've learned with becoming a vegan, like necessary lessons to last in this life. And then, I hear the message, everybody can't go, everybody can't go, everybody can't go. It makes sense. Makes sense. I truly feel, I truly know, I truly am aware that I am a unique chosen one. Anybody can say they're a chosen one, this and that. I don't know all this stuff. I'm learning every day, but how I feel, I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of people in this whole planet, life forms, aliens, whatever you want to call it, billions of people. And how I feel, based on what I've connected with recently and what's made sense and what's truly resonated within me out of all this happenings in my life, however all this stuff, I came to this point in my life. I honestly and truly feel that there is a select, high class, supreme, exclusive class of love, of, of, of authenticity, of, just honor, respect, of peace, just of being in their own little world. And I feel like that's us, what we call, what, my mentor, our mentor, Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters calls deep divers, and those like the real deep divers. And like, I call it the high flyers. Like, my name's Sky, and I call it high flyers because the sky's the limit, and whatever, deep divers, high flyers. Bottom line is the people really, really going down to the truth of like loving themselves, of, just becoming just so in love with the process of loving themselves, of building themselves up, of healing themselves, of getting peace with themselves, like all that stuff. And that's what I mean. It's all resonance and energy. And, different people doing different things, different people going through different things, But, yeah, that's what I would say about that. It just makes sense. Choose people who choose you. You know what I mean? Trust the vibes or whatever. But we don't gotta know it all. But I do know from personal experience, you can argue and scream for hours at a time, and it still ain't gonna change nothing. Nothing at all. You may state your point across, but guess what? I'm speaking from personal experience, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, it will save us in the long run. I'm glad to have learned that at such an early age, but arguing ain't gonna solve nothing. So it's all right to have talks and discussions and a little bit of conflict, a little disagreement, misunderstandings, arguments, this and that, in a healthy way, to really get the point across. But like if it's happening all day, every day, and y'all can't even talk, y'all can't even look each other eye to eye, and it's that pathetic, like what I'm overcoming, then bounce. You know what I'm saying? Drop it. It ain't even worth it. And it will be a little hard because you're confused. You're like, what is going on? I just poured my heart out, and they don't even care. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough pill to swallow. That's why I love Tupac. Tupac, one of the realest rappers out there, talking about so much pain. Yeah, it's true. It do be feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? At the world, at your life, at all this silly stuff. Sometimes it may be silly material possessions in the world. Something as silly as just like an object to clean up or just a little broken knickknack or something like that inside our house. A door, a chair, whatever. Something so small in the big picture. You know, and that may happen. And you just start laughing at that because maybe you don't even got no money. You already know the truth. Like it's like wow, okay, we got some scratches on the door. Do I even care? No, I don't. Because guess what? By the time I leave this place, it will be fixed. It will be repaired. You know what I'm saying? And until then, unless I make a massive amount of money, it will stay like that until I invest into repairing it. And bottom line is I'm grateful to be vegan because you truly invest in what matters in life. Like that's what I've noticed. I've been in a car wreck, a random car wreck, and it was my first time in a car wreck for almost 5 years, and I didn't even cause this. It was a random person on the side, and whatever. I had to let that go. You know how I felt? I even ran out of cares. Dude. I ran out of. I'm running out of anger and rage and just stress energy. Honestly, because that's what the whole world needs to do is run out of that energy and just breathe and just allow just an equilibrium within them, because it's different levels. And especially when you go vegan, you're dialing the levels down. They call it about beta, alpha, theta, all these different brainwave frequencies. That stuff's real. Same thing, we're going vegan. Guess what? You're eating an alkaline, electric lifestyle consumption choice, which our bodies are electrical. So that's important. But then at the same time, like, you know, you're calming all that stuff down. You're getting all the acid, all the mucus out of your body, you know? So like when people who have a heavily acidic lifestyle, guess what? Their nostrils are gonna be way up here and they're gonna have a lot of pent up attention, pent up aggression, like animals, because they got dead animals inside of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've learned. Even going vegan, you still gonna have some more notches to calm down and dial it down, like for real. And that's what I've had to learn. You know what I mean? I've had to learn. I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? But at least I've seen how far not to go. At least I've seen how far not to go. Overboard. Externalizing, screaming, being angry, trying to convince, trying to persuade, trying to change people, this and that. Nah, nope. We understand the attention, but I'm just saying from first-hand experience, if I had the opportunity to go back and change it, I would. But that was like pointless to say that because it's already done, you know. But anyways, I was just saying the truth about that because, you know, I'm here to be loved. I'm here to love. I'm here to be respected and honored and celebrated and just in amongst people that we appreciate each other equally, for real. Because I do it in reciprocation too. It ain't all about me. Well, you don't even have to ask. I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. But like the true people that honestly do connect with me, they really know and they really can vibe with who I am. They accept me for who I am unconditionally, and it's like it just flows. It just makes sense, like the interaction just makes sense. It's not too much, it's chasing or arguing that stuff. Like I'm overcoming being in a whole lot, a whole lot. And honestly, technology is what causes a lot of this stuff because we got people in relationships where there's nothing even to talk about, but y'all say y'all love each other, but y'all sleeping together, y'all making love, and guess what? There's a whole bunch of communication problems there, and it just stirs up and gets worse and worse and worse. And I don't know what everybody's stuff is. I'm just speaking from my own experiences, and it wasn't even that long, to be honest. It was still less than a year, barely less than a year, basically a year, you know. And it wasn't all bad times, but the bad times really sucked. But I will say that I have an intuition that was necessary for me to learn what I don't want, you know what I'm saying? And how not to respond, how not to react, and just to accept, like, things that I can't change. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean I have to do it. It doesn't mean that that needs to be who I am, a part of my life or whatever. Nah, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You just learn how to deal with it in a more wiser, intelligent way so that you can really last in the long run, in a healthy way, amongst people who may suck. You know what I'm saying? Who you have nothing in common with, who literally live a disgusting lifestyle, but because you're so much of a good person, so much of a good actor, so real, so like just non-judgmental, you still gonna get that dollar. You still gonna get that bag because you learn not to even give a care about their opinions. You know what I'm saying? About their disagreements, about their lifestyle choice or whatever. And you're able to either just not even deal with them or deal with them in a sense, a peaceful sense that you don't even care about what they feel like. Or, and when I say that, I'm talking about like so-called evil people, so-called, hateful people, so-called people that don't care about the country, people want to talk about politics and this and that, all this drama stuff. That's what I'm talking about. But, yeah, had to say that because it was true. It's true, I know for sure that was stressing me out, so I'm like, wait, hold up, you know what I'm saying? I came here to earth, like I'm alive still, that's a miracle in itself. So like, it should be an honor for me to be in anybody's presence. It's an honor for me to be in your presence, and for any of us deep divers and high flyers to be in any of society's presence. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I say that just, with self-worth, self-value, all that stuff. And, nobody's better than us. For real. Nobody's better than us. And I had to get that clear, you know what I'm saying? Because social media, these technologies and stuff, it can really get into some people's heads where they think that they better, or they perfect, or this or that. But anyways, last thing is, I got this this vinaigrette, vegan vinaigrette from Whole Foods. It's avocado, cilantro, some green stuff, but it's cool. Got some jalapeno, whatever, lime juice, agave nectar. Yeah, I got that. It's a good organic source of like dressing. So on the other random thing, I might put a little bit on the I'm not gonna say anything like that. He's already got stuff on it. But I feel like showing y'all that. So anyways, y'all have an amazing day. Let me know what y'all going through, what y'all feel. And, raise your hands up. Peace.